What's up, fuckers? This is the Week 14 Fantasy Football Preview Show. We will talk scores from last week, our current standings, we'll talk our matchups for next week, and the current playoff picture. Starting off, scores from last week, we had the Fear Boner, myself, beating Community Property 160.44 to 156.74. This is a big win for me, a very small margin of victory. And I was very lucky that Jason Witten didn't end up finding the end zone. Sorry, Nate. Yeah, he was really pissed. But, I would be too. So, he's still got a potential to make the playoffs, so I should be happy there. The next matchup, we had the VJJs winning 141.48 versus Chalupa Batman, 128.72. The next matchup, we had Shivam Kamini Somakalan, Dustin Ring, 115.50, beating Team Smith, 100.52. Next matchup, we had our shit bowl game of the week. Rafi's the Bomb edged out Mullet Mafia 130.30 to 121.72. So those were our matchups from last week and scores. Looking at the current standings, the way they stand after Week 13, the VJJs are on top in first place with a 9-4 record. Josh has clinched a playoff spot this year. In second place, we have the Fear Boner, myself, with an 8-5 record. I have also clinched a playoff spot for this year. Oh yeah, winning this bitch. Third place, we have Dustin Ring with an 8-5 record, and he's also clinched a playoff spot. In fourth place, we have Community Property with a 7-6 record. He's not clinched a spot yet. It's between him and Chalupa Batman. A win by Nate and a loss by Chalupa Batman will get Nate into the playoffs this year. A loss by Nate and a win by Chalupa Batman, unfortunately, would knock Community Property out because Chalupa Batman would have him edged on the points for the season. So, definitely going to be an interesting last regular season week here. In fifth place, we have Chalupa Batman with a 6-7 record, and like I said, he can get in with some help. Sixth place, we have Rafi's the Bomb with a 5-8 record. He's officially not going to make the playoffs this year. First year for Adam, and I don't know, he did better than I thought he would do. Maybe next year, with better drafting, he can move on up in the league. Seventh place, Team Smith with a 5-8 record. He is also not going to make the playoffs this year. Rounding out in eighth place, we have Mullet Mafia, Pat Martini. He's currently got a 4-9 record, and he's also not in the playoffs. So the bottom three are definitely out. Looking at our matchups for this next week here, for the last week of the regular season. Big matchups this week. The Fear Boner, myself, versus Mullet Mafia, Pat Martini. This matchup looks to be very good for me. 2 seed versus a 8 seed. So I should win, but crazier stuff has happened. It's a big week for me. A win from me and a loss from Josh will give us both a 9-5 record, and I would get the 1 seed based on points scored for the season. So I'm looking at that as a possibility, hopefully. The next matchup, the VJJs versus Community Property. Very, very big matchup this week. Josh can get the 1 seed with a win and a loss by me. So I'm definitely rooting for Community Property this week. And plus, he needs a win. So I'd like to see him get into the playoffs this year. Especially since I edged him last week. And yeah, he was pretty pissed about that. So we don't want to see him pissed 2 weeks in a row. So sorry, Flint. Sorry, but it's gotta happen. Looking at the next matchup, we have Shiva Kamini Somakalan, Dustin Ring versus Chalupa Batman. Big week here as far as seeding, the way that goes. And Chalupa Batman needs a win and a loss from Community Property in order to get into the playoffs this year. Last matchup, Rafi's the Bomb versus Team Smith. Not a big matchup, I guess. Both of these teams are out of the playoffs, so as far as a key matchup, definitely not this week. Not much attention will be paid to that. So that looks like that's our matchups for the week. There's not much been going on for transactions for ad drops. I'm guessing there'll be some stuff that goes on here before the weekend, just to do some final tweaks, the lineups to get everything in top working order here for each team. So making the final push this last week is very big as far as seeding. So members in the league will be paying close attention to all this. So being a member that's in on the playoffs, I'm very excited for this stuff to get started, and looking forward to winning the league again this year, hopefully. So with that, I want to wish everyone luck this week, and may the best person win. So I'll talk to you guys later.